This is a tutorial on how to do the in the hoop back tags, and we're going to start in Embrilliance Essentials. The first thing I want you to do is actually to import the BX format for the back tags. So we're going to open the BX folder. In the BX folder, you'll see 5 sizes. It's 5 sizes, but 7 shapes, and the 7 shapes are in each size. You're going to highlight everything, and you're going to drag and drop it into Embrilliance. Once you drag and drop it, it will say that it's been installed. Mine is already installed, so I'm not going to do that part. The second thing that I want you to do is actually to select your hoop. I'm going to be using a 4x4 hoop for this tutorial. So I'm going to go right here to the preferences icon. I'm going to select it. Once it's open, I'm going to look for 100 by 100, which is my 4x4 hoop. It's right here. And once you select it, it will also convert it to inches down at the bottom right here and let you know what it is in inches. We're going to select OK. Now, if your hoop doesn't pop up, you're going to go over here to View and then make sure that Draw Hoop is toggled on. Once you select it, your hoop will pop up. The third thing that I want you to do is to go to the text icon right here. When you hover over it, it says Create Letters. ABC will pop up. Now, here's the thing. The in the hoop back tags were keyed to specific numbers 1 through to 7. So we're going to go over here to the text box. We're going to delete the ABC and we're going to type out 1 through 7 and then hit enter on the keyboard. So when you look over here right now, you're seeing 1 through to 7. We're going to select the drop down icon right here and we're going to find our bag tag that we installed in the 5 different sizes. So it's right here. We have the 3.5, the 3.85, the 3-inch, the 4.5, and the 5-inch. I want to work with the 3.85-inch size, so I'm going to select it. Once I select it, everything is going to change over here. So if I should zoom out, you're going to see the 7 different shapes, and each shape was keyed to a specific number. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. I'm not going to be using all of them for this tutorial. I just want to use this one. So I'm going to go back over to the text box and I'm going to type out 1. And then hit enter on the keyboard. And then we're going to zoom in. Perfect. Let's make sure this is centered in the hoop. So we're going to go right here. And when you hover over the icon, it should say center design in hoop. We're going to select it just to make sure that it's centered. The next thing I want you to do is to add your design or add your text into Embrilliance, into this file right here, right? So I'm going to do the letter M. If you want to add a design, you can go right here to merge stitch file and then find the design and then add it in. I'm just going to use the letter M. So I'm going to select the text icon right here. And then I'm going to go back over and type, let me delete one more of these, right? So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to type M and then select enter. Now the M is not going to pop up because we still have the BGE bag tag puff selected. So we're going to change this to a different text. I want to use my BGE serif flat font in the 1.85-inch size. So I'm going to select it right here and then the M will pop up. Perfect. Let's move this down some. Awesome. Let's select Ctrl A on the keyboard to highlight everything. And we want to make sure that this M is centered in the bag tag. So we're going to go right here. When you hover over it, it should say Align and Distribute. You can also go to Utility, select Align and Distribute, and then just select the center one right here to center the M in the bag tag if it isn't already, and then select Apply. Once that's finished, then you can select Close. Perfect. The next thing we need to do is actually to move the M to the correct sequence that we want it to stitch, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to select the bag tag. We're going to right click and then select Convert to Stitches. Once you select Convert to Stitches, we're going to move over here to the Object Properties tab. You're going to see this plus icon pop up. Basically what happened is it ungrouped all the colors that was in the bag tag design. So you're going to have the bright green, which is your placement stitch, the cardinal red, which is your first tack down stitch, the black, which is your second tack down stitch, and then the ocean blue, which is the final cover stitch. You want this M to stitch after the first tack down stitch and before the second one. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the M and we're going to move it right after the first tack down stitch, which is the second color. And that's basically it. If we should play this out, so if you should go right here to this icon, select it, and then just drag it, you'll see that the M is stitching after the first tack down stitch, which is exactly what we want. Then it's going to do the second tack down stitch and then the final cover stitch. And that's basically it. Now, all you have to do is go right over here to File, and you can save both the stitch file and the working file. So the working file is what you're currently working in, and the stitch file is the machine format. So you can save the stitch file, and I'm just going to make sure that it's in the format that I want it to be in. I'm going to be using my Barudan. It accepts a DST file, so let's select that. And then I'm just going to make sure that it's saved to my flash drive and then hit save. And that's basically it. That's the first part of this tutorial.